Hold up, bro. That was only one of them. We still need
3.
Oh, dude, do not start the episode, bro.
1.
We are armed to record.
Hello and welcome to your new summer job at 5. Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. Hello and welcome to the latest episode in the works of the Alpha Phi Omega Podcast, also known as the APO Podcast. That's an acronym. Look it up. Isn't that right? My dear co-host Aryan Sharma of Houston.
Dallas. That is incorrect. It is Houston. Yeah, what's up, guys? Aryan, back here with Abdul Majed,
Yeah,
two
that's my name.
podcast co-hosts. Today we are joined by a special duo. You know them if you go to any APO event, because they'll probably be there for some reason. They are Hari and Ben Dub. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, Hari G. What is up, my guy?
Yeah, everyone, hello. My name's Hari. I am a junior at Purdue. I major in actuarial science, which is, if you don't know, like mathematics for people who like insurance or statistics, I guess. So that's been going really good. I have an internship lined up this summer in Indianapolis, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, so for APO, I am the VP service this semester, and I pledged Dial's pledge class, as well as pledge trainer for the Grissom's, which both of our hosts are Grissom's. So
Whoa!
I feel like I had a hand to play in that.
Oh yeah, he actually did. Him and Ben S, the other Ben.
Shout out Ben.
Insane duo. Oh my god. But yeah, speaking of Ben, what about you, Ben? How are you?
I'm doing good. My name is Ben Waninger. I'm a sophomore here at Purdue. And I switched my major over the summer. I'm currently music technology.
Wait, you're a sophomore?
I started in the spring. So this spring I'll be a junior. I never know what to tell people.
You told them what you want, Ben.
Okay, that's fair. So today we've got a wild. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I've been so sick lately. I don't know what I'm saying.
What's got you down, bro?
Small talk. We need to talk about small. Enough about me, okay? How are you? What's going on with your life, Hari and Ben? Other Ben, not Ben, not Ben Spitz.
No one cares about Ben Spitz right now. It's all about you, Ben.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's not that we don't care about him in general.
No,
It's
it
just
is.
like
It's exactly like we don't care about him.
Wait a minute. I gotta stand up for my fellow Ben.
What are your thoughts on
What are your thoughts on
know.
Ben Spitz?
No, let's not talk
Ben
about Ben Spitz.
I saw him in the office the other day.
Oh,
I
sick.
said hi.
What are
and
your
I
thoughts
sat
on Assassins? Are you playing, Ben?
You know, I almost wish I was playing Assassins this year because it's so cool. But this year I'm running Assassins.
Oh, that's
Myself.
right.
Kira and JP or John Paul.
And how's that going?
Yeah.
It's going pretty well. We actually have weekly meetings for Assassins, for morale in general. And we have a meeting tonight. We're going to be discussing the finale plans and finalizing rest of Assassins this semester. It's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Already
Very cool.
have one person out. It was their own daughter.
Our previous
my
guest on the
God.
podcast, Carol,
Yep.
out to her own
Paternicide.
daughter.
She was, I think, a finalist last semester or the semester before. She's usually very, very good at Assassins. And I think this semester it was just the fact it was her own daughter.
Nah, dude, I don't know, bro, because she was a finalist, but then didn't she get like murked by Yezi last semester, like relatively early? And then like this year she gets out at like first day. I think she had a Mickey Mouse run, bro. I think
Whoa.
I think she had one great run, and you know
It was a fluke. Is that
It
what
was
you're
a
calling out Carol?
I think it might be a fluke, bro.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
But I do wonder who's gonna take Rohan's place as the new king of Assassins, or will there even be a run as dominant as we saw for those 3 semesters?
I don't know.
Big question.
You had a dynasty.
You had a dynasty.
It's not gonna be Aryan though, because you retired, right?
This guy was a finalist last semester.
Yeah, that was a crazy
Last
call out.
pledge.
It's not going to be
Last
hard.
pledge is standing.
Last pledge. standing.
I thought you retired.
I had to come back from the dead
What?
for my fans. They wanted me to
I
to
am
bring a
his fans.
championship to the Grissom Pledge class. So,
Yeah.
let's see.
How am I the last person to find out about this?
You gotta check APO online, my boy.
Okay, that's fair.
Always make sure to check APO online.
Yeah, always register for your events and check out who else is registered so that you can hang out with them. Speaking of APO online, service.
Yay, service.
What goes into planning service events, Hari?
What goes into planning service events? Honestly, it's kind of just like reaching out to people. Like, there's a lot of orgs that we usually do service with, and like the calendar is actually the APO online calendar is a great resource because you could just go to previous semesters and then see like through that like what we've done in the past and who we've done it with, and then reach back out to those people. Or if you notice like an event we used to do that we don't do anymore, like that's a good thing to add to the calendar, like add back to the calendar. And then there's always like new opportunities that you could seek out. So yeah, there's a lot of ways to get involved with service in the greater Lafayette area. But I will say it's more just like reaching out as much as possible and then like staying on top of things. Like when someone responds, especially if you're the one reaching out, don't like leave them hanging for 2 or 3 days. Like try to respond as quick as possible. My coaches have done a great job with that, and I'm very impressed with what we've done with service so far this semester.
Yeah. So I think it's really cool that you're literally taking inspiration from what other VPs and other like iterations of eBoard have done in the past. Would you say that APO is in like a good position in terms of like our place in the community, local community, and our partners?
Yeah, I think a lot of people know us, which is already a great start. And then we're also making an effort to like get known by more people. Like for example, this past weekend, Justin and I volunteered at like a Minute to Win It thing, hosted by, I can't remember the school's name, but it was by an elementary school, like doing an auction. And the lady didn't even expect that we were like any volunteers from us, but we showed up, and that like attaches a name to our like face. Oh, these people are from APO and they helped out a lot. Like, I'll call them back for future events. So it's just like getting that repetition, like making sure you're showing up all the time, making sure you just show up as much as possible, and like making sure people know you is what matters the most.
What do you all, and this isn't just to you, I'm also curious to hear from you, Ben, because I see you guys involved a lot with APO, not just like the membership, but especially in the service. So what do y'all like most about service? What do you feel when you do it? Like, what stands out? Why does it stand out to you as an activity, if that makes sense?
Well, I know for me, a lot of like my first experience with service was when I started in Cub Scouts and then went into Boy Scouts.
Oh shoot, you were in Cub Scouts?
I was indeed. I was in Cub Scouts, I think from kindergarten, like as young as you can, all the way until I turned 18 and I was too old. They said, get out of here. And I was like, okay. But in scouting, there's a lot of service for different rank requirements as you progress through scouting involve a certain amount of service. Actually, I think Alpha Phi Omega started as a scouting fraternity.
You're right.
Correct.
So, I heard about APO, I was interested, and my parents were here, and it has ties to scouting and service. It was just win-win-win. But it's always nice to just be able to help people.
Were you a Cub Scout? Were you involved with Scouts at all?
I've been doing research or something. Yeah, that actually was a Cub Scout back in the day.
What?
If you check my mother's Facebook, you can see some photos. But yeah, that was like the 4th grade, 5th grade era. So doing a little work around the community, getting some badges, some light work.
Were you part of Cub Scouts?
No, not at all.
Okay, all right. No, that's fair.
Ironic from the VP of service.
I mean, you don't have to be a scout to like. So I wasn't a scout because I wasn't born here, and I was not at all aware that we had, where I'm from, a scout equivalent. We do. We just didn't know about it. But I like service. What about you? Like service?
I love service. Service is so fulfilling. It's like, and it's so many different ways you could do service. Like right before this, I was at an OEPP shift, and it's like, the professors in there are always like, yeah, this is a great way to like help graduate students with their, presentation skills. But like, it's also like the 5 minutes before the session ends and like before the session starts, you'll have like a chance to just make small talk and like, that's a skill that you can practice too. That's like a skill that's sort of being lost with like cell phones and stuff like that. So there's like ways to, build skills yourself by doing service and also help serve others, obviously. Or it's like manual labor. Like there's a lot of manual labor events, obviously. Last weekend we did like Make a Difference Day, and we like went to this guy's house and we like raked his lawn and we like cleaned up his backyard. There was a lot to clean up in his backyard, and we cleaned it all up, and it felt really fulfilling. But yeah, I just love that there's so many different ways you could serve your community.
So moved. A bylaws joke, by the way. I know you are especially involved with OEPB. You're actually they recognized you as like volunteer of the year at one point.
Yeah, they did last spring. Yeah, it was kind of cool. We like showed up, and it was like every single one of the like OEPB professors were there, and they just like sort of thanked us for our work and gave us a certificate. We took a picture, and then Beth, who since retired, I think, she gave me specifically, I think, like a pie or something.
Aww.
And then it was like massive, so I brought it to the office.
Oh right, I remember you bringing it. That was so cool.
I think that might have been the day of initiation, actually, like your initiation.
You remember initiation, Orion?
Yeah, it was last semester.
What do you remember about initiation, Orion?
Not much, actually. I remember we got initiated. Oh, there's like I remember like people were like dropping their pledge pins and stuff like that when returning them, and it was a bit of a strange ceremony. Ethan was doing something with like the flag, and he couldn't unfurl it and such.
No way Bro still remembers that. 5 months later.
bit of oral loss for Ethan, unfortunately. But yeah, it was a great ceremony. 10 out of 10. Looking forward to the one this year.
Yeah. I remember just entering a room, and shame I can't remember what happened in that room, but I remember it was very great, very great. I'm intentionally leaving it vague for any pledges that might be listening. No spoilers here. You like your initiation, Ben?
Yeah, I remember. Well, yeah, I remember my first induction. Like the first time I went to the office was, that was like very, very cool, and it was just interesting to see how many people there were. Like I had gone to most of the call outs, and so there were some people who I didn't even like recognize. And then like after induction, like we were all eating together. It was very fun. And then initiation, just like these people who I'd gotten to know throughout the semester, like seeing them all and like completing requirements and tasks together. Like it was just very fulfilling, and it was very, very cool to like have this relationship with these people that are now my brothers and in my pledge class, and it was great.
It sounded like what stood out to you the most at that time while you were pledging was community.
Yes, it's actually because the 3 cardinal principles of APO are, as you know, leadership, friendship, and service.
LFS?
Yes, LFS. That was actually the reason I joined APO, was because my first semester, I started in the spring, so I already felt kind of behind, because I felt like whether it was valid or not, in my mind, like everything starts in the fall, so I was like joining halfway through, and it felt like I gave my all to like joining a lot of clubs, and none of them really clicked. Didn't really feel like a lot of them were excited that I was there. More just like, oh, hey, and then leave, And so that was actually why I joined APO, was for the friendship. And that came through at the call-outs when I was meeting actives and fellow potential members. Came through during pledging and at initiation and induction and any events. It's just like, it's like interwoven into the fiber of APO, and I can truly say it's been so satisfying, and I got exactly what I wanted out of it.
Or like when I picture friendship, I think of you, honestly.
Aww.
You and the other Ben, which is interesting that there are 2 Bens that personify friendship. But
I mean, for Ben, the F is friendship, but the F also stands for family. APO runs in the lineage for you, no?
Yeah, my grandpa was an APO in this chapter.
This chapter?
Yes, Alpha Gamma. And I believe he was a Dwight Scarseth winner. But
Wow.
I have to find those records, because I'm not sure exactly how far.
Do you think in the office, like, we have like that like plaque sort of thing, like with all of the different Scarseth winners?
Yeah.
Do you think he'd be on that?
So I checked there before, and the furthest that I think it goes back is in the 80s. And I think the most, like the furthest or one of the furthest is Mark Cudworth, who was there when my parents also were in this chapter.
Wow.
And they knew Mark and were his friend. And my parents actually met in APO. But
This chapter. That's so cool. Dude, I'll never forget. I love hearing all about like the lineage some people have with APO. I'll never forget like during my kickoff last semester when I was just going with my good old mom, Book Irwin, love you mom, to Mad Mush, a pizza place, local pizza place, and we just like stumbled upon this guy and his little like toddler daughter just eating a pizza, and he was like, "Y'all with APO?" I pledged with Vivo's dad.
That's crazy.
You just meet some random guy while while ordering your pizza, and he's like, "Yeah, I know this guy's dad."
Wild.
don't expect that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, those I don't know. And then that just like solidified the fact that yeah, this is where you want to be if you want a community, you know, which is why I stuck around. Don't get me wrong though, I do love service a lot. I love manual labor. I don't know about y'all, but
Yeah.
that was not as enthusiastic as I hoped it would be.
Moving on from Abdul's affection for manual labor, let's talk about what the people want to hear. The musical tastes of Ben and Hari. So Hari, we know we know about him and Fiend. Ben is like actually a musician. So I've heard Ben's concerts live. They're he's quite talented. Ukulele, piano. Can you talk about what you've been up to, Ben?
yeah, so some of my musical experience, it started in, I want to say 2018. My parents got me in piano lessons, and at first I was kind of like, what am I doing here? What? But as it went on, I really enjoyed it, and my piano teacher moved away in 2020, and after that I just kept practicing. So I haven't actually had formal lessons since then, but I just play for fun. And then I want to say spring of 24, I believe, I got a guitar. And so I've been like teaching myself. I can kind of just play basic chords, and I like to do some like finger picking stuff where you pluck the individual notes with different fingers. I think that's super fun. But yeah, and then I just pick up an ukulele because why not? Get a harmonica because why not? I'm not the best at those instruments, but they're fun to play. So.
That's cool. Yeah, we got Stevie Wonder over here, bro.
It's really cool that you just like playing whatever, like the act of just trying something what it sounds like new, and not necessarily like focusing on one specific instrument. I don't know. My roommate used to be a musician, and he was really obsessed with the guitar, electric guitar, but like you're the first guy I've met like in person who doesn't really fixate at one thing in particular. I don't know. It's a really interesting perspective. What's your like most memorable experience with music so far?
That is a very, very good question. This is so random, but one time I went to a summer camp that was held in like a college in Florida, because my family was going to Florida anyways, and we were like, why not go to this summer camp? So the camp I was in, you could choose kind of different areas. So my team, we were like orange team, and we put on a play in a week. We got there and like auditioned first day and like got our parts and rehearsed basically all the time. Some of the other groups that are doing like, math and science, get out of here with that. But, they were doing it. They had actual free time. Not us. We were like rehearsing the whole time. But I found a break because they were doing a talent show, and I played Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka, which I had not practiced since, and I don't remember how to play it anymore, which is very sad. But I got third place, so Orange Team got some points.
Yeah,
I was
Orange
very, very
Team.
nervous. Yeah. Orange Team on top. But I was like very, very nervous, but that was probably the most I played like in front of like a crowd of people that I don't know. So it was scary then, but like looking back, third place out of like 20 people, that's not bad. And it was just a good experience.
Agree. That does sound fire. I agree with you. Hari, Do you have notable experience that you like to share with music?
With music, I would say that like music's just been a part of my life growing up. Like I remember when I was growing up, like we would go on car rides and my dad would just put something in the CD player, because back then we didn't have Bluetooth and all this, so we would actually have to like burn a CD. I think some of the pledges don't even know what that means, but you have to burn a CD and you have to put it in the CD player and then it would start playing music. Then you could make your own stuff on it. It was fire. And then as for like what I listen to, I like to listen to like a lot of hip hop and R&B. Say those are my main two genres.
Yeah.
Just exploring a lot of R&B right now. I think like older, like more soul stuff, which is kind of cool. And then over the summer, I did start learning acoustic guitar, because like it was like there was one in like our house in Jersey that belonged to my sister, but it was just like collecting dust, because my sister, very busy person, so she doesn't get much time to play it, unfortunately. So she was like, "Oh, you can take it and see what you do with it," and it was pretty fun. Like I would come back from work every day, like my internship in Cincinnati, and I would just play around for like 20 to 30 minutes or so. And I brought it to Purdue even, so that's been cool.
Very cool indeed. Very cool.
Yeah, it's been a bit more busy, so like it's harder to find time, but I still try my best to find time to play it for at least 10 to 15 minutes every day.
I don't know. I
It
think
just it connects you with your soul a lot, and I'm like,
I second that.
yeah, it really does. Like it puts you at peace, like you play it and then you hear something that you like that you weren't expecting, and then it's like, okay, now I can start my day like without like this
For sure.
this hole in my heart. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of fire.
Oh, so you do it like before, like
Yeah, I try to do it in the morning, because if I do it like later in the day, my roommate might be home and like he might be studying, so I feel bad.
All right, do you have like an artistic form of expression?
Artistic form of expression? Currently, probably not. I think back in the day, you had to play an instrument in middle school, so I went to the cello. It was fun
You
times.
played the cello.
Yeah, the cello, like a big violin. You sit down. It's in the bass clef, so now you know. But yeah, fun times on that.
Do you think if you had a cello in front of you, like 1 through 100, how well do you think you'd be able to play something?
It would depend on what it was. Like if it was like some scales or arpeggio, then maybe I could pull it off. And like if you ask me to play like the Nutcracker, it's not happening. Or even reading sheet music, I think it takes a little while to remember how to do that.
Yeah.
I'm probably the only person in this studio right now who has not played an instrument, like at least tried to learn one, but I do draw. And somehow what you're saying about how the music kind of speaks to your soul and like expresses yourself, a part of yourself, I guess. I don't know. I kind of relate to that a lot.
Yeah.
Even though it's a completely different form of expression, artistic expression. I don't know. I like to draw like once every like couple of weeks, I guess. And whenever I do it, I just feel like I just feel alive. It just resonates some part of me that's like tucked inside that never gets to shine. I don't know. Do y'all like relate to that at all?
Yeah, I don't know if it matters really what the expression is, like what type of expression it is, as long as it makes you feel something, like that's all that really matters, right?
Speaking of expression, what do y'all think of sports? Because sports can be an expression. I remember when I was in middle school, I was obsessed with soccer. I was not good at it, but it got me kicking. That was a pun. I'm not hearing any laughs.
I respect it. Yeah, I think everyone should be obsessed with soccer, not just in middle school, but throughout life.
Yeah.
I know Ben and Hari are big fans, so they talk about it most days.
Yeah, I like Ronaldo.
Can we kick him out the podcast? But soccer. Forget soccer. All right, Purdue doesn't have soccer. Let's hear about the Purdue sports and not the bad ones. Let's hear about basketball. Okay.
But Purdue has soccer.
They have a women's soccer
they have a women's
team, I
soccer
guess.
team, which APO does go to.
Yeah.
So that team is good. The men's team is not here. It's a club team.
So?
And yeah, so club team is not competing like on D1 level. So we do
that's
not
fair.
care, bro. The women's team is fire though.
Okay, fair.
But the men's basketball team, the soul of our beating hearts at Purdue, the reason we wake up in the morning, for most, including Hari. Ben, what do you think about the men's basketball team? I know you went to a game.
Yes, I went to the game last night, which I believe is the first of the official season, or at least one of the
I think it
first.
was an exhibition game,
Okay.
but it was a game.
Then it was
Sure.
a game, for sure.
Yeah.
We played Indy. We kind of wiped the floor with them. I think we had like 90-something points, and they had like half. But it was great. I think, if I remember right, I think we're ranked number 1 in the nation
Yes,
for
we are.
basketball, according to AP. So, what was it, last semester we lost Zach Edey? Was it really that soon, or was it?
It was 2024.
Okay.
So this year we didn't have him.
Okay. But, still, like, trying to fill that. We got, like, we got more big men now to kind of take in the stride. And this was the first time I saw some of them play, and they were playing really, really well. I like the new people. The old people we still have. Obviously, like Fletcher Lawyer, Braden Smith, they're doing great stuff. But it was nice to see some of the new faces. And at the end, usually, if we're winning by a lot, which last game we were, then coach will put in some of like the bench warmers so they get experience and get playtime. And we did that last game about 2 minutes left on the clock, and they were
Okay.
actually pretty good. Even like some of those that usually wouldn't see much playtime, if at all, they got a lot of good plays. They got like cool dunks, good rebounds, good blocks. I was impressed. So I'm optimistic.
Okay. So it's been a while since I stepped into sports in general. That doesn't involve kicking a ball, at least.
Sure.
How does it feel to be in the arena and watch it in front of your eyes?
It's electric. I'm not the biggest sports guy, but I will say basketball is, in my opinion, the most fun to watch at Purdue. Mackey Arena is an electric atmosphere, and when we're on a roll, it gets so loud in there. It's crazy. When there's like, when it gets really, really close, and we're like, "Go defense!" Oh, that's also really, really loud. So it's just like, one of those things that if you have the opportunity to go, I would definitely recommend. Even just one game, just because I'd say it's definitely worth it.
Well, what about you, Jorge? Have you ever been there?
No, but I really want to, especially this year since we're ranked 1. It feels like a must-watch. I mean, it feels like a cultural moment.
We're ranked 1.
Ranked like first in the country.
Purdue is winning in a sport.
Yeah, I mean, we made the national championship just over a year ago.
Oh my
right?
God, have I been focusing on the wrong sport this whole time?
I think so.
What sport have you been focusing on?
The one that involves feet and balls.
Football.
Well,
Yeah.
that's definitely not it.
Yeah, football is the wrong sport to
Yeah.
watch here.
Ohio State, no, that's a football school.
Yeah.
Not us.
Homecoming game. Kind of sad we lost.
Did you go to that too?
I did, and I, again, don't usually go to the football games. They're just not as fun in my opinion.
Really?
Because I think, maybe that's a hot take, but I feel like the
We suck.
play is a lot slower, and that too. Where it's like if we were good, like really, really good, it might be more fun. But it's like, oh, first down, are we gonna? Oh, we didn't make it. Oh, second down, are we gonna? Oh, we got 2 yards, guys, 2 yards. Versus like the basketball game with like the constant back and forth is, in my opinion, more engaging. But we were doing really, really well in the first half-ish of the homecoming game. And then it ended in a tie, or at least that's what we thought, until we fumbled the ball. They got it close and got a field goal. Left us with 2 seconds to do something.
Do you think that the sense of electricity in the arena could be attributed to just how awesome we are, like in a given sport, like our performance?
Yeah, I would definitely say that, because there are times, if you can ever believe the Purdue basketball team is bad, they definitely have bad games. And there are times where it's almost like an away game, especially if it's like a nearby school and you have a decent amount of people from the other team coming. If we're doing nothing, Mackey gets really, really quiet. That's kind of an interesting, in a scary way, kind of an interesting atmosphere. To be in.
Uncanny, huh? Well, okay, describe to me how is it, you can stop me if like the topic is boring, I guess, but like, how does it feel when like it's a close game? Like you don't know which way is it gonna go.
It's almost like if you've ever been on a roller coaster and you're like anticipating a really, really big drop. Because if we can win it, then it just like that sense of victory is kind of incredible when it was like a very, very well-fought game and a well-earned, in some ways more like deserved victory than if you go against a team that's not as good. It's still a victory is a victory, but like you didn't have to work as hard for it. But it's kind of the opposite, where it's like when you lose, that's like a gut punch. And there are times where it's like I get like so invested in it where I need to like sit afterward and like calm down and like listen to music or talk with whoever I'm with and just about something small talk just to like kind of decompress.
Sports is a complicated thing, man. It's you know, especially if you support these teams deeply. Like there are moments that I remember from even 6 years ago where I like after the loss I just sort of sat there in silence for like an hour or two and then went to sleep. It's quite a sad thing. You know, I actually relate to this quite deeply because I think the last time this happened was in May. It was the Eastern Conference semifinals, Game 4. And, you know, I was watching it, and my favorite player, Jason Tatum, blew out his Achilles. And
Brutal.
it was... Hey, why are you laughing, bro?
Oh, no.
Like, all right, no.
Tough times for the Celtics, I think we can all agree.
Yeah, that was probably the worst moment of the year, bro.
It's a brutal injury to watch.
Oh, yeah. That's
It's like things you don't even have to be there for. I mean that's like pretty morbid. But like even in a game where like your favorite team just loses, it's like before that loss when you still have hope, like your heart, you can like sometimes hear your heart beating because you like are so like amped up and like want it to happen.
I can feel the arena beating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even from like home, like just watching it on your computer.
Oh yeah.
Arian, do you relate to that with Barca?
Yeah, so I think you can definitely hear the crowd roaring when you have sports like our Ion Volleyball, where the crowd goes wild every time we score, and that's why we're 2-0. Shout out to the volleyball, APO Volleyball, we're so good.
Yes, sir.
Not to self-glaze, but
Undefeated so far?
undefeated so far.
Dang, okay.
Who knows for how long this will last?
Forever, obviously.
Yeah. You just gotta believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the question? How are you want to repeat that for me?
Yeah, do you ever feel like that with some of your sports teams, like the heart like beating like fast or like the anxiety?
Oh yeah, I mean it depends on how invested you are with the team, right? Like if this is like determining if you have a good or a bad day, which in itself is like kind of an issue, then yeah, you would obviously you feel more anxious than the players on the field actually feel at that point in time. And yeah, I think what makes it challenging is that you have no control over what happens.
Yeah.
So of course you can't control any anxiety, but I think it's if your team has had prior success, then you can fall back on that and not worry about what's going on in the game. But if you support a bum team that's never won anything, then you're cooked.
Like the Rockets.
So the Rockets actually had 2 championships. And
how many of them were you alive for?
Yeah, so New Jersey used to have a basketball team, and they're not there anymore, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, the fun times. I know Ben is a big Pacers fan. How did you feel when that Achilles injury happened, Ben?
You know, I don't follow the NBA as much, but my brother is like a really big any pro sport or any sport in general. He absolutely loves.
Yeah.
And so I was watching with him because also it's like, oh, the Pacers, we might get this. But like even like I wasn't super invested, to be fair. But I mean, it's never fun when like players get hurt, especially that bad.
Yeah.
You know, like it's one thing if it's like kind of rolled his ankle. Oh no, damn. You know, dang. But like seeing something like that, like kind of crazy. No matter who you're rooting for, like you don't want to see that.
It would have felt so much worse if you were It would have been so much worse for you if you were invested because if he didn't get injured, I really do believe that the Pacers would have won it. So,
Yeah.
It was always this year.
Well, he's not there this year, but yes, there's always this year.
Shows how much I follow the Pacers.
Speaking of this year, something that has come to my attention is that this year, Ben W. went to a theme park and he really had a fun time.
Which one?
Is what I heard. So,
Kings Island.
Could you please talk about that? Because you're a big theme park guy. Ben.
I am a big theme park guy. Earlier this year, I went to Universal.
Oh, okay.
So that was very, very fun.
Like with the new park?
I went there I think it was like a month before.
No, really?
It was kind of crazy.
Damn.
Amanda Krieger, her boyfriend was, I forget if it's an intern. I think it was an internship at Universal. He was like directly working on it.
Sick.
So I think it was over her spring break. I can't exactly remember. But she went to like the family and friends preview day and got to do it before everyone else. I was so jealous.
Yeah.
But But yeah, Universal's very, very fun. Went for the first time only a few years ago. But easily one of my favorite theme parks I've been to. It's like very, very immersive. Lots of fun rides. There's very few bad rides, if that. And I just love it so much.
My favorite part at Universal, you're talking about the Orlando one, right? My favorite part is like low-key the queues. Like especially if you're like immersed in like the, I guess like the whatever the ride is. Like for example, if it's like the Harry Potter ride, like the queue will be a bunch of like Hogwarts,
for sure,
like artifacts and like the paintings on the wall. Like it'll look like Hogwarts basically, and I think that's kind of fire.
For sure.
Yeah, it like sort of makes the wait easier, I guess. I don't know.
Interesting. So it's really, you get immersed.
Yeah. They do a good job with that.
Dude, I have been to Universal, but like it says it like a little baby, so I really don't remember anything. I just remember being on a ride. Which ride? I have no idea. But I have seen pictures, and oh boy, I wish I could go there again. Describe your favorite rides in excruciating detail. Go.
Ari, you want to take this one first?
I think my favorite ride in Orlando would be, what's the one in the Harry Potter one where they go in the bank? Is it the dragon
Escape
one?
from Gringotts.
Escape from Gringotts, which is the one where like you're in like the train car sort of thing. Like you're just sitting down, but it's like your arms and legs and everything, like they're free basically.
Oh.
Like it's not like a traditional roller coaster where they're like, yeah. And it's basically just playing out the scenario, but like they have like the screens and like they have like the effects and everything, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
I think the best roller coaster is the Hulk.
Ooh.
The Hulk is fire. Like it sort of like shoots you out of like this like particle accelerator or something. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then like it just goes really fast. I do know that there's a faster coaster there now, the Velociraptor one.
Velocicoaster.
I want to go on that one,
That was
but
really fun.
I haven't been there since it opened. So
Fair.
yeah.
Of course, the one that has velocity in it is called the fastest one. Okay. What about you, Ben?
Well, my favorite ride that's there currently is probably The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm a big superhero guy, and that one, kind of in similar ways, is why I like it to what Hari was saying about Gringotts and how it like combines screens and like practical and like the way you're moving, and it's very, very fun, very, very immersive. But I also, the second to last, I think it was 2023 or 4 I went. I want to say 3. They had something called Poseidon's Fury. I don't know if you've ever done
I think
it.
I've been on it. Is that the one where you're just like standing there, but like?
Yeah, you like, it's a walkthrough.
Yes,
So,
yes. Okay, I know exactly what it is. Yeah.
That's one where like years and years ago I heard of Universal and I heard about it. I thought it was pretty cool, the Poseidon's Fury. But the first time I went, it was like closed for I think a refurbishment. And then the one time I got to ride it was a month before it closed permanently.
Ooh.
And that was like very, very fun. It was kind of goofy, kind of campy. It was one of the first attractions in the park. And when they were designing it, they're like, you know, talking to the execs, they're like, guys, this is going to be like a headliner attraction. Everyone's going to love it. And it just never really got that popular.
Aww.
So it was already kind of a sunk cost for them. They just kept it because, you know, why would demolish it? We
Yeah.
have this whole land, it fits. But I really liked it. I thought there were a lot of cool effects, and it was just fun, you know? Was it the best thing in the park? No. Like, objectively, no. But it was my favorite. It was very, very fun for me.
Arian, did you go to Universal at all?
Universal? I went to Universal in 2014. We drove from
Yeah.
Texas to Florida, and on the drive there, we took my dog, and he bit my finger, and that was a sad day.
No.
So that was my main memory of going to Universal.
That's not a very good fun ride. It doesn't sound like
Did you
it.
forgive your dog?
Yeah, he's still around, so like, yeah, we're good now. You know, he said sorry. But, yeah, you know, I think Universal, there's definitely a lot of fun to be had, especially if it's not like raining or anything. Like if you're on a nice sunny day, you go around, especially if you've like read Harry Potter, you read these things, like, you know, you experienced the media before. You can try out the butterbeer in the park, right?
Oh, the butterbeer.
Like, a lot of fun times to be had. I mean,
Did they close down the Jurassic Park, like the water one, the river raft thing, whatever the?
I believe that one's still up in Orlando.
Damn,
but they
nice.
closed it in Hollywood and made it like Jurassic World.
Interesting.
But
Yeah, they better not close that one down.
that one's
so
very,
fun.
very fun.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I like that one a lot.
What do y'all think about? What do you think about Six Flags?
Well, Six Flags. So Six Flags is pretty good because it's themed around Texas. It's the Six Flags that flew over Texas. So I like that they're bringing some notoriety. But other than that, yeah, it's decent enough. I think there is one guest on the podcast who glazes it because it's in Jersey.
Ooh.
The best Six Flags is in Jersey, guys. It did get a bit worse because King Ka got demolished. But I will say that King Ka isn't even the best ride there. Nitro, shout out Nitro, shout out Bizarro, shout out Superman, shout out Batman, shout out all those rides. Amazing rides, guys. You guys gotta go. It's fire. Oh, shout out Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, that ride is peak.
Thank you for shouting out half the Justice League. Then, how do you feel about Six Flags? Have you ever encountered it?
The one time I've been to Six Flags twice. I went to Six Flags, I think it's called Six Flags Over America. It's the one a little north of Chicago, I think. It's around that area. There's like Six Flags Over or like Six Flags Great America. I can't quite remember the name, but that one was pretty fun. And I went like fairly recently for the first time within the past like 2 or 3 years. But I'm very curious, like, Hari, I don't know if you've been to that one, but even just in general, like, what makes the Jersey one so great? Like,
The rides are just like I've looked at the descriptions for other like Six Flags across the country, and like none of those have rides like as exciting because like for example the Superman one, right? It's not like a normal roller coaster. It like it sort of tilts you like 180, like you're parallel with the ground. Yeah. So like when you're on the coaster, it's like you're flying because Superman. Cool. And then like sort of a similar thing with Batman, I think. And then there's also a Joker ride, which is just like themed to be like literally insane. Like you're just like spinning around and like rotating in all sorts of weird ways, and like you almost get like a concussion or like a whiplash after because it's like it's oh my god, what just happened. But I kind of like that. And then the Wonder Woman one is like a sort of a play on like her lasso, and like it's like one of those swinging rides where it goes like back and forth, like higher and higher. And yeah, that one was pretty fire too. So
these sound interesting to watch. I don't know if I want to ever ride these.
Oh, you definitely want to ride them.
I know.
You definitely want to ride them.
I have ridden.
Pull up to Jersey, Abdul. We're making you ride. We're making you ride them
You're
3 times in one
me?
day. Yes, we are, bro.
Oh my god, I'm staying away from Jersey as far as possible.
You could do it, Abdul. You could pregame national conference with going to Six Flags.
Actually, wait, that would be like a fire. No, but it's happening in like the dead of winter, bro. If like we did national convention in like June or July, like that would be like a fire mem event to do. Like go to Six Flags, Great Adventure. I would pull up for just that part.
I don't know. I've ridden a roller coaster once. It was in Six Flags San Antonio last two years ago. For some reason, I was with my friends. I was insisting that I would not ride a roller coaster because I've never ridden one before. But then I wanted to prove myself to my friends, to show them that I don't like roller coasters, not because I'm a wimp, but because I just don't like being thrown around. So I searched far and wide. I found the biggest roller coaster they had.
Right.
It's called, I don't know if you know it, it's called the Iron Rattler. The reason why it's called the Iron Rattler is because while you're going, the thing shakes. You feel like it's going to fall apart.
It's not a wooden coaster, right? Or is it?
I don't know. I don't remember. All I remember is being in a tornado. I closed my eyes, and I felt like I was entering another plane of existence.
That's quite a description of a roller coaster.
And
I just sort of have fun on those.
if that's what your definition of fun is, it's not mine.
I never had a spiritual awakening on a roller coaster.
Have you ever ridden Iron Rattler, though? That's the question.
Yeah, maybe that's on the list now. San Antonio, we could do that, and we could watch a Spurs game. We could watch Victor Wembanyama.
Although you transcended the plane of existence on the Iron Rattler.
Yeah, I don't think I recovered, unfortunately.
No, I think you've recovered.
No, I'm just good at hiding it.
Hey, props to you, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you been a different person since that day? You would say, like, if we put your life into two eras, it was pre that coaster, post that coaster.
Pretty much.
Wow. I need to
Yeah.
ride this coaster.
I
Or maybe
don't
I don't. Maybe I don't want my life changed so
Maybe
radically.
Compton was just a whim.
All right, fly me to San Antonio right now. I'm gonna do it again.
You think if you did it again, like it would switch back to
The pre-Iron
Would they cancel out?
if I ride that Rattler enough times, I'll get it back.
Maybe the move.
Maybe I just have to go through all Six Flags and ride their respective. Put me back to New Jersey.
Yeah, pull up, bro. Pull up. We'll always love to have you there, bro.
I don't know. I visited New York, so I was technically, and I was like on the border, so I was technically in New Jersey. But like, I
No,
feel like
you
I need to be in actual proper New Jersey.
That's not how it works.
I was technically in New Jersey.
That's not how
I was technically there. I
Were
looked
you-
at the
were
map,
you- were
and I
you-
was
Were
outside.
you stepping on New York soil or New Jersey soil?
I was stepping on New Jersey soil because it was on the side of New Jersey.
Wait, where were you?
You know Hoboken?
Oh, Hoboken's in New Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Hoboken. So
Yeah.
so I was in New Jersey, but like that's not New Jersey. It's just
No, that's Jersey.
it's
We like Hoboken.
geologically, it's geographically New Jersey, but like it's not the heart of New Jersey, which is New Jersey City, right? There's a New Jersey City, right?
Jersey City is good. Princeton's good.
Princeton is in New Jersey.
Yeah, Princeton is in New Jersey, bro.
Oh.
Where I'm from, Edison, New Jersey. Don't ever go there.
No,
Worst place in the world.
real.
Not exactly a glowing repute.
Let's see, New Brunswick, not bad. Oh, New Brunswick is where Rutgers is, so that's our state school.
They beat us.
Yeah, they did beat you guys.
They did beat us.
So you can spin back on them, bro. Now, I gave you their address.
I think I'm gonna have to censor that name, unfortunately, in this podcast.
Rutgers? How do you feel about Rutgers, man? Any strong feelings?
They have a better football team than us, I guess. So, but also that's not the highest bar in the world. So.
Yeah, them and everyone else. One day. I don't know where I'm going with this.
We got it, bro.
It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, Cole will tell you all about East Brunswick, where he's from.
Yeah, Cole's also from New
So-
Jersey.
Yeah, Cole is from New Jersey.
Yeah.
We got a lot of Jersey heads in APO.
Tragedy.
Not
A tragedy.
Speaking of Jersey, Ben, where are you planning to go this summer? If you thought that far ahead.
You're
Well-
going to Jersey?
Well, after this podcast, I might swing over to Jersey or try to find the Iron Rattler.
Those are in two different directions. Ben, I don't know.
No, I can either go east or west. I think currently I'm probably gonna stay. Well, because I'm from Lafayette, so
Yeah.
stay here, stay home, and take some summer classes, or maybe try for an internship at Sweetwater, which is a music store in Fort Wayne. I don't know how possible that would be, because also, one, I switched to music technology over the summer, so experience in my major is fairly limited. Two, they look for juniors and seniors, which I will technically, if I were going, I think I would have had to apply already, but I'm a sophomore because of my cool spring start. I think that's going to be my target for maybe summer 27. But summer 26, probably summer classes, hang here, maybe pick up a part-time job somewhere. But just take it easy.
Say, are you staying at your parents' or at a dorm?
Over the summer, I'll probably just be at my parents' house. It's 15 minutes from campus, so.
But
Not
you
bad.
live at Hawkins currently.
Currently, I live at Hawkins. The next school year, though, I'll be in First Street Towers.
Sick,
that's
sick,
good.
sick. What's it like, since you're not, you technically, not technically, literally moved out of your parents, but they're still so near. So what does that level of independence feel like?
It's definitely an interesting relationship. I think it's nice because I have enough space where it's not like I'm literally still living under their roof,
Yeah.
But also, I mean, at the end of the day, your parents are also an incredible resource for support for whatever you may need. So sometimes it can be hey, I don't want to do laundry at Hawkins. Could I just come home and do laundry? Or
real.
if I'm missing them, it's easy. I feel like I don't really get homesick like
Yeah.
other people do.
That's
I
good.
imagine because I mean, the most homesick I get is if they leave for a trip without me, and they're off in Florida, and I'm here. But that's where I have my APO family. So
No.
Aww. So sweet of you to say.
Yeah. Hari, are your parents at Addison, New Jersey?
Yeah, well, we moved out of Edison after I graduated high school, but we're
Oh.
still in Jersey. We live in Somerset, New Jersey now, which is close to Princeton. So that's where they are at,
Sick.
and they have a good time.
It sounds like you really like New Jersey. Like,
Yeah, New Jersey.
I know some people don't like where they come from, and that's fine. I'm one of them. But like, you sound like you're really proud of being a Jerseyan or whatever people
Yeah,
call
New
it.
Jersey is a very underrated state, bro. It's a great place to grow up. You know, it is like really suburban. I guess if like that's a criticism, like there's not much like original culture. That'd be a bit debatable, I guess. But you know, we do have good food. Like we have a lot to do.
Yeah.
You know?
What's your favorite part of home?
It's my favorite part of home. When I go home, it's like rare now. But it also happens to line up with like breaks, so that means like all of my friends who go to other like schools are also on break. So going back home, hanging out with family, hanging out with friends, I guess.
So you literally just reunite with them every summer?
Yeah, no, not summer. So that's what I mean. Like I barely go back now. I would say like the most structured
Right.
part I go back for is like winter break.
Because you didn't go
Which-
back this summer,
Yeah.
last summer.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. No, that's fair. But it's always nice that, you know, you have like a place waiting for you where you could just like go back to whenever you can.
Mhm.
It is kind of suck that you can't go there like every now as much as you probably would like to, but I don't know. It's kind of heartwarming,
Mhm.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
What about you, Orion? You like Houston?
Yeah, it's terrific. You know, there's a great climate. Doesn't get cold, which is good. Though I'm not a big fan of the cold. A lot of diversity in comparison to other states I've been in or reside in currently. There's a lot of food that tastes quite good. It's close to the coast, closer to the coast than Indiana. So if you want like seafood,
Yeah.
you'll actually get some decent seafood. It's close to Louisiana, so the Popeyes taste quite good in Houston.
Real.
The food scene is quite good. There's a lot to do. Again, like which you appreciate after moving to Purdue, right? So like, there's a lot of activities you can do. It's not very walkable, so if you don't have a car, it's tough times for you. But overall, yeah, it's a fun place to go back. Enjoyed living there. I think I've done all I can do there. So yeah, fun times. I think I recommend everyone should go. APO goes to Houston soon.
Just like every couple of months, we just have like a road trip somewhere. That would be actually kind of fire.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. Say, you're in morale, Ben,
I am indeed.
and you seem like a membership kind of guy.
There is some overlap sometimes with VP membership and fellowship, which is why we have a lot of talks with our groups to make sure we're not stepping on each other's toes.
Have you ever thought of, I don't know, joining, like, becoming a membership co-chair? Because you were fellowship last semester.
I was fellowship co-chair last semester and then a PT buddy, and then this semester I'm morale and also PT buddy. I have thought about running for VP membership. I think it would be a lot of fun. I want to make sure I feel like confident and capable. So I probably try for a few more co-chair positions, especially something like maybe overnighter or banquet or some kind of like things where if I picture myself as VP Mem and someone has an overnighter question, I feel like right now I wouldn't really know, so I feel like doing something like that might be nice. But at some point, maybe that would be very cool to do.
I think it's also important to keep in mind that like the best experience to get in those sort of roles is sort of just to be in those roles. Like that's a valid point you bring up that you wouldn't be able to answer that question right now, but it's not an impossible feat to answer that question. You certainly don't have to be an overnighter coacher just to answer that question. That's something you can learn on the fly, and I believe you could learn on the fly. You're very capable.
Wise words from the big G himself. Say, Hari, maybe, I don't know if you can do this, like the bylaws would allow it, but like, do you think of being VP service again?
Yeah, so you can run for each position. You could be in each position twice except secretary and pledge trainer.
Uh-huh.
So every other position you can do twice.
So are you thinking of rerunning next semester? Or-
Oh well, we'll see, man. I don't know what my course load or any of that looks like, so
Okay.
I'm not gonna make any promises on the APO podcast.
I'm here to publicly endorse Hari Ganabani's. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I was just curious because I think you're doing a good job this semester.
Thank you.
And it's up to you whether you want to do this again. I'm not gonna pressure you. Like, you are your own person, but like if you are thinking of doing it again, I think you do a good job.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah.
What about you, Aryan? Are you thinking of running for anything? You should be VP comms.
Again, I agree with Hari. I can't make any promises on the APO podcast. Let's see how as we say, how the cookie crumbles. There's a lot of factors that go into running, such as course load, next sem, time commitments, desire to be on e-board and such. So it's a dynamic situation. So
True.
we will find out one day.
We will find out one day, but that day, unfortunately, is not today, because today we are wrapping up. Is it time? I think it's time. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to the clock.
So
that's
what my co-host is saying is that this is now the outro for the podcast.
It is? Wait,
This is
let me-
the end of the podcast.
What does it say on the schedule? That's then.
Okay, yeah, we can cut this part. So
No. I want to talk more. Say, Hari, how's your day?
My day is going just amazing. Aryan, do you have anything to say? Add?
yeah, Hari's day is going amazing.
What about Ben's day? Why don't you ask about how Ben's day is doing?
Ben's day is going pretty well as well.
Would you agree?
Aside from dying trying to write a paper, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
One of my classes got done early, so I got to hang with Romeo because he's in that class. So I just had like a free 30 minutes, 40, something like that, where I could just chill. So that was
Nice.
impromptu time with a brother of APO.
Yeah, a very fine brother, I would say. We love Romeo.
Shout out Romeo.
Romeo Hedger, you're doing a wonderful job, in my opinion. Yeah, but dang, yeah, my day is also great. Thanks for asking.
How's your day going, Abdul?
It's going
How's
awful.
your day?
I'm sick. Okay, this is.
How did you get sick? What happened? What do you have?
You see, not even the doctors know, and that scares me. We did like 3 tests, and they're like, they all came back negative. We don't know what you have. And I'm like, oh, thanks a lot. Okay.
Very
Maybe you're not sick. Maybe it's just a figment of your imagination.
Yeah, maybe I'm just pretending the whole time.
Facts.
Maybe I'm tricking myself into thinking that I am sick because it's all a conspiracy against me. I'm the conspiratorial person. I'm the dude who's just playing the dude disguised as another dude. Quick, end the
Put the
podcast
fries
before.
in the bag, bro.
End the podcast before
Maybe it's time to end the podcast.
before I get started. Okay.
Abdul is going through some sort of crisis right now. So
Was that the bite of 87?
yeah, Abdul has lost it. We are officially looking for a new podcast co-chair. Applications will be up soon.
The
so.
Five Nights at Freddy's lore is actually pretty simple once you read all the novels.
I gotta read.
Anyways, please don't mind Abdul. He's a CS major. Regardless of what's going on, I'd like to thank everyone for listening to the podcast. This was certainly a fun one to record, and
Please extend your empathy to the well-being of Abdul.
I'd like to extend my empathy and well wishes to my podcast co-host Abdul.
How many toes does Foxy have? It changes over the games.
I hope he recovers in time for overnighter. I don't know if he's how he plans to get there, but I hope he can do what he wants to do there. But moving on from that, I'd like to thank everyone for listening to the podcast and thank our guests. This is the end, so traditionally at the end we ask if anything you'd like to say, any parting words, any shout outs you want to give, maybe to your family, roommates, dog.
That's all you, Hari.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out our amazing co-hosts who did not lose it today and recorded a very successful podcast.
I think that's you, Aryan.
It's both of us.
And I would also like to shout out the work that all of our amazing co-chairs are doing into, making sure Active Overnighter goes great, which is steadily approaching. So, yeah.
Ditto. Everyone at APO doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to shout out you guys running a successful podcast, and the one with Vivo and Delano was also very entertaining. Also, shout out Hari for being an incredible guest on the podcast.
Shout out Ben for being an even more incredible guest.
We're both as good.
But Ben's better.
What? He said it right before it let go.
Oh my
I would agree with
the plot
Harlan, though.
twist. Friendship with Ben has ended.
No.
This is just like that one Five Nights at Freddy's game.
It's all FNAF.
All right, we have to end the podcast before this becomes a FNAF discussion. But again, thank you, listeners. Have a great APO day, as we say.
Have so much LFS.
Yep, this has been podcast. This has been the 5th episode. When you see this, give me a DM with your favorite part of it, and if you do that, then I'll give you a high five next chapter. I don't know, bro. This podcast has to end. All right, this has gone too long. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night.
Podcast out.
Or we gotta cut that last part.